Hey everybody, welcome to Lisa's Art Room. Today we're going to be working some more on our Orchids and Cats junk journal. You all come in and say hi. We are live on Facebook. If you see the little red button at the top left. If not, it's a replay. And get you guys pulled up so I can see chat. Okay, hey Dawn, thank you for letting me know the volume is good. Appreciate that. Get my journal. So we're working on this journal. And tonight we're going to do a little coffee filter pocket. I'm not sure what else, but we're going to start with that and see how that goes. And that was inspired by Cathy's Garden, who is a YouTuber that I watch. Hey Deborah. So y'all check her out. I'll be sure to link it on my YouTube video when I post this on YouTube. I don't usually do all those links on my Facebook lives because it's really complicated, so they're usually over when I put it on YouTube. But if you ever need a link or something, just ask me. I'm good at getting back to people. I see my camera has already frozen my phone, so I guess that's going to be a thing tonight. Let's try it again. Okay, stay. Just stay. That's all I ask. All right, so we're working in this. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pull the camera up top so we can get started because you know me, it'll take forever. So let's get started. All right, 1 second. Sorry about the bumping around. Hopefully my thing will work right this time. There's that. There's that. Make sure I'm straight. About there. I think that's good. Okay. Alrighty. So I was flipping through YouTube as usual, and I saw a coffee filter pocket, and it's not the first time I've done a coffee filter pocket. I've done them before, but this one I happened to be watching was Cathy's Garden, and she was doing one with a little flip out, and I was like, you know what? That's kind of cool. So I'm going to try that out with this project. And I've got a few steps done because I actually did some sewing on mine, but we're going to kind of walk you through the steps and figure out what I'm going to put it on. I don't know what page I'm going to put it on. I got to figure that out. So this is getting full, guys. It's starting to chunk up. I gotta finish it up. I gotta get to my next thing. I swear it's always so stressful just trying to get from one thing to another. That's why I haven't been painting as much, because I just don't know where to fit it in. I have too many things I want to do, and I don't have enough time to do it in. That's always an issue, isn't it? Too many things, not enough time. All right, so let's see. I'll pull these out because it's too hard to flip there. Because it's not sewed together yet, so they just kind of fall apart. I gotta find a good page to do this flip on. So this is going to be a flip. I'm not sure the decor. I think I want to use the paper that I bought to go along with these colors, which is this bright vintage cardstock that I got at Hobby Lobby. I am 90% sure I got this on sale. I didn't pay $6.99 for it. I never pay full price, ever. I don't think I've ever bought a cardstock or a paper pad for full price. I just don't. Let's see, what do we got? If there's one that looks good, possibly the writing one. It's just going to be a background base, so I think this size is okay. Let me look at my coffee filter size. I think it'll be all right. So 6 by 6 should be fine. Well, that's pretty too. It's not orchids, but it does match a lot of the colors. So it doesn't really have to be a hard page, or like a cardstock page, because it's just a flip. So I think it can handle a normal coffee dyed paper page. But let's see if we have any pages left that it would look good on. All depends on what color I'm going to do. if I go with the pinks, then maybe one of the avocado dyed. There's nothing on that side yet. The other one has the ragamuffin, which might be all right. So either one of those is probably fine. You know, let's put, what do we got? We got a sticky note. Oops, well, we had a sticky note until we threw it on the floor. No, we don't have a sticky note. All right, I'm just gonna mark these so I can find them, because you know me, I'll be looking for an hour trying to figure out where I was looking, because that's how it works. All right, and then I'll figure out what color I want it to go with. I'm going to use an avocado dyed, I hate to show it to you, so let me find the blank ones. I don't want to show you the finished project. I was trying not to show you the finished project, and not that it's a big deal, but you know. So I've got coffee filters that have either been colored with, this was some vintage photo ink, and this was avocado dye. So I'm going to go with these avocado dyed. So that's the color scheme I think I want to stick to. Either would be fine, but I think that's what I'm going to go for. I haven't done anything with that. I think it'll be too busy for what I'm thinking of, though. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I don't want to do browns. So there's a pink one there. So I'm leaning toward, I don't think I have any. Is that any different? Not really. All right. So far, I'm leaning toward the first one. Hey, Missy. Hey, Cathy. A couple people on. If you're new to my channel, welcome, or page. I love that spinny thing. So much fun. Hey, Liz. I have a lot of cute pages in this one. Too much stuff already there. I do have that. It's just like nothing on it. I could possibly put it on there. I'm thinking about how it's going to attach. It could be interesting. Or save it for something that will work better. I don't know yet. It might work. I don't know. I'm debating. It's going to be just a little flip, so. All right. So there, or just a plain one. Let's go with the plain one. Let's do it simple. So we'll start with this one, which thickness-wise, yeah, it's a little thinner anyway. So let's work on it. I'm trying to figure out where to put things. So I think, do I want the ragamuffin page or do I want the other page? So these are my colors. So this has a lot of grays on the other side. And this has more pinks. So probably a safer option is the one with more pinks. So let's put it here. Now, it could go on either side realistically. But since I don't know what I'm going to do with that center page, I think I'm going to stick to this side. So let's pick a color that works with this. Now obviously that works. It's very pretty. It's very floral. I don't know if I want to go that floral or not. But it is just background, so. Is this double-sided? No. Of course not. I might have to do something with the other side because you will see the other side. I don't think I have any back double-sided. That's kind of cool too. The colors are good. Nothing to do with cats really, but you know. I just thought the color pattern of this particular 6x6 looked good. I kind of like this one. Let's go with this. Figure out something to put on the other side of it. I could just stencil it or put some paper to write on, which is probably what I'm going to do. So it'll have a little journaling spot. And I've got that paper I made. I should be able to attach that to it. So what's going to happen is the finished piece, I'm not going to do it all, but I want to see size-wise. So I'm going to do this kind of quick roll. Just throw it together so I don't show you the finished project that I have next to me. I'll fold this again slowly in a second. It's a very simple fold. Okay, so it'll be that size. So, and you need a little fold over, so. And I think I'm going to have it flip out this way, or it could flip out that way. I think I like it to flip out this way. So my fold will be here. And that's going to give me plenty of room. So I can make, I'm just seeing where the center of this, oh, I'm way up. Sorry. I'm seeing where the center of my signature will be there. I want to come over enough that you can grab a hold of it. I am going to put a tab. The question is, if I put a tab and I flip it that way, will I have room to grab the tab? Honestly, that is the only reason I might want to flip it the other way, because of my tab. All right, we're going to flip it the other way because of the tab. I kind of like it flipping out, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. So we'll fold this side then. Has this got a up, down kind of look to it? Not really. Could go any direction. Yeah. Gonna stick with that direction, I think. And so I want my fold there to be, we'll say 1/2 inch. Doesn't take much. So first step I will do is covering the back of this, I think. So let's do something on the back of this. We'll come back to that fold in a second. I'll pull this aside. And first we're going to work on covering the back. So I'm just going to use a 6x6 because I think it'll work fine. And I made that paper with my little orchid on it from my collection. I think I can fit one on here. Look what I did. I was dyeing the avocado paper. And you know how I told you when you dye the avocado paper, your first run through of the dye, the first day you make it, it's lighter, okay? It's this color in the background here. The second run through is this color or this color. So this was a page that I had already done. So I took, on my parchment from dyeing the paper, there were puddles. So I just took a sheet and I just dabbed it into the puddles and I ended up with that. It's kind of cool, huh? And it's just the 2 variations that you get after waiting a week. So when you leave your avocado dye sit in your fridge for like a week, 5 days, I don't know how long it takes exactly, but I usually do about 5 days. That's what you get. You get a much darker, richer color. And it was very interesting. So got that. This is just some dyed paper, some printed paper, grid paper. I know I have another orchid in here. There it is. All right, so this is an orchid of mine that I made some papers with. And that's what we're going to use for the back of this, I think. It will work fine. I think it's wide enough. Yeah, because part of that's going to be folded over. So it will be a little bit narrower. So I think I'll score it to fold it just to be safe. There's my scoreboard. So let's score it. Oh, I don't know. Like I said, I think about 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to pick a spot. Yeah, about the inches are up there, which is always a pain, but I'll try to guess somewhere around 1/2 inch. Let me see if this is going to cover if I do a 1/2 inch. You know, we're going to go a little bigger than a 1/2 inch, just so I can make sure that it covers. So we'll go about yay big. As long as my thing still fits on there, we're good. And it should fit fine. We got plenty of room. Yeah, lots of room. So just gonna fold that. So now we have a piece that is flippable. And it can be inked or whatever, but we're gonna do this on the back of it. But because this part, I'm trying to think, this part's going to be on the page, so I'm not going to put the paper on that part. I could, let's see, let me think about what I might want to do to it. I think I'm going to cover this with something too, so I think so that it doesn't show. And then this will be a writing spot. Sometimes I don't put anything here too bulky here, or I make myself a writing board, which I was planning on doing. I just don't know what I'm going to do it with. I'll figure out something. So we'll do that. So let's cover this first with this. So I'm just gonna cut it to fit, I think. Trim this side off. I really don't want any of that to show. Let's see if I can cover it. Cut it. It might cut, it might not. I don't know. See how picky it's going to be. I'm just going to eye it. I might ink it just in case it shows a little. Think about there. Oh, that's really crooked. When I tore it crooked. That's okay. If I can see, if I can get that little piece off. Really close. Look at there, I did it. Amazing. Okay, I think that's good. Yeah, and then I'll just trim this side after I glue it. So top and bottom wise, I could do it after, but let's do it first just to make sure. I'm gonna try to get the lines in the middle kind of. I can kind of see through this, the light's showing through a little bit. Or I could just turn it over. But I wanted to line the lines up, so we'll just turn it over to mark it though. So I'm gonna cut. Shall I leave a little extra just in case? I should. I'm gonna leave a little extra and then I'll trim it with the scissors, just because I don't trust myself to get it glued exactly right, because I never do. So save that little piece for something. So crooked. I have a feeling this paper's really crooked. Oh well, that's fine. I'll just go with it. We're just gonna go with it. I'll fix it when I cut it. Could have been me. Maybe I didn't have it laid there right. All right, there. For this one, I think I'm just gonna use glue stick. But because this might show a little, if I don't trim it really good, I'm going to ink this just with something similar. That's almost vintage looking. I could probably just do vintage. I don't have anything that really matches my avocado dyed paper. Maybe the campfire is close. I don't think I have anything else. We'll just go with vintage. It'll be close enough. So all I'm going to do is debating if I should just hit that or not hit that. You know what? I'll just hit it. It'll be fine. I wasn't sure. Because I don't know what I'm going to do with this little piece. But for right now, I'm just going to throw this on it. And come in just a little bit, just in case I don't line it up perfectly, so it's not white behind it. It's not absolutely necessary, but it will help it just not to be white, if it shows. So we're just going to do that. Now this does have a up and a down, so let's think about how we're doing this. So technically, this is up because we're having it flip this way. So I want to make sure that I get the orchid the right direction because it is directional. And I don't know if I could ink that. Let me see. I probably could just ink it afterwards. Yeah, I'll just ink it afterwards. So I'm just going to kind of center that. I think that'll make the lines about right. I don't know why I just put that cardboard up, because I need it. So I think I will glue this part. I could probably use art glitter. It's not that large of a surface. I might go ahead and use art glitter just on the edge, just to be sure it stays down. You know how glue stick is. So I'll just put a little bead of art glitter just on my edge. The glue stick, I usually have a decent amount of time. This is fresh art glitter glue, guys. It's so smooth. I bought a new bottle. All right, make sure I'm the right way. Is my arrow still there? It is. Yay. So we're just going to stick this on here and try to get it kind of sort of centered. So it's not a huge deal, but I want to I just want to make sure it's not in my fold either. So just making sure I am definitely, I can still bend. Definitely want to still be able to bend there. That's important. Okay. There. That'll be cute. And then we're going to trim that. I'm going to come back to trim it because it's very wet right now, and I want to let it dry for just a second, and then I'll trim it. Let's do that. Put my glue lid back on. Alright, so coffee filter. Alright, so I just started with a normal, everyday coffee filter. Typical one. Y'all have seen them. I did not iron it or anything. Cathy said she ironed hers. You don't need to iron it, especially if you're coffee dyeing it. There's absolutely no reason to iron it. So don't waste your time. And then I coffee dyed, inked it, whatever I decided to do with it. I'm going to do it just to show you how easy it is. I'm just going to grab a piece of plastic. This is a cereal box liner. Cereal box liners are awesome. You could also use parchment paper, whatever. It doesn't really matter. And then some sort of color. You could use, this is Distress Ink Vintage Photo. If I'm using my avocado dye out of my jar, I use a paintbrush, like a chip brush. Dip it in the jar, brush it on. Okay? If I'm using a spray, make sure everything is out of the way. And I spray it. I'm just going to move everything because I will make a mess. Okay? And you just spray it. When you spray it, it will lay flat. Okay? These dry really fast. I think mine dried in about an hour in my room, complete with air conditioning and everything. Okay? But that is all you do. See how flat that is? That is perfectly flat. I'm trying not to get ink all over my fingers. All right? Let it dry. That's all you have to do. Once it's dry, you have a colored one. But that's just some vintage photo refiller bottle and some distilled water. That's all that is. It makes a nice coffee dye if you don't have coffee dye. It looks like coffee. All right, so put it aside, let it dry. Step one. Don't bother ironing. You don't need to. They flatten out very well, and even after they dry, mine weren't super wrinkly. After mine dried, I did iron them just because I was kind of like, okay, well, make a difference. Honestly, I could barely see a difference. They were already so flat, I don't think it was needed. to iron them. But if yours turn out really wrinkly or something, then, you know, you can throw them in an iron between some parchment paper and iron them. I just did it on like cotton setting. I don't know, medium. Step 1. Step 2. Let's see. I shall zoom in just a tiny bit for y'all. Alright, fold it in half. Okay, so find your half mark. Easy enough. Going the opposite way this time. Okay. And then you want to find your middle. Okay, the easiest way to find your middle is to put your 2 ends together and pinch your middle. Okay, don't push that down because you don't want a seam there. Just pinch your middle. It's going to give you a middle mark, and you will be able to see it just fine. Okay, it's very seeable. I'll try to show you. See? Okay, and then all you have to do is bring it to the middle, just outside of the middle, because you don't want it to overlap. You could have them overlap, it's fine either way, honestly, but we're not doing it over. Just meet them up, fold it down. Hey Lori, hey Angela, we're just making a coffee filter pocket. Okay, so very simple fold, very easy. And then at this point you can decide whether you want to sew or whether you want to glue. Either is totally acceptable. I have some that I've sewed, and you need to decide if you're going to emboss it. But you can emboss it with it closed. I did. Worked fine. You don't have to emboss it open. So I did emboss mine because Cathy embossed hers, and I thought, oh, that's really pretty, so why not? I hadn't thought about that. I don't think I embossed my coffee filters before, so new idea for me. So if you're going to glue it, go ahead and glue it. And you just have to put glue along this edge. Just use our art glitter. Okay, so just a little bit of glue. Doesn't take much. You don't have to glue the whole thing, just the edge. Okay, fold it down. All right, now that edge is nicely glued, and it just makes it sturdier and everything. Now you want to glue just the bottom. Okay, do that. And fold those in. All right, now you have a cute little pocket. If you're going to sew, before you don't have to glue. You can glue it just to tack it if you want. I don't think I did. I might have put just drops of glue here and there. I don't remember. But if you're going to glue it, you want to make sure that you, at this stage, when you've got that part done, don't fold it over. Go to your sewing machine. Sew around this edge. Okay. Then fold it. Go to your sewing machine and sew the bottom. Okay. So this one's all embossed and ready to go. This one's not embossed. They're beautiful both ways, honestly, guys. Don't have to be sewed. If you don't have a sewing machine and you want it to look sewed, make little dashes. Make it look sewed. Throw some pretty lace on there, or some rickrack or something, you know. It doesn't have to be sewed, guys. So this is where we're at. I'm going to show you. So for embossing, I just threw mine in my Spellbinders embossing folder, which is that flower one I've been using. I like it a lot. I think I got it free from Scrapbook.com. So I've been using that one. And all I did was I went to my Big Shot, stuck the whole thing in there, just like that. Sewed and everything. Didn't matter. Stuck it in there, ran it through one time, and it's embossed. Okay, and I just used my normal embossing folder setting for one sheet of paper. You know, if you guys emboss, you know what I mean. Okay, so that's all I did there. Up. So now we have a cute little pocket that is embossed and sewed. All right, now you can highlight this embossing with some ink or whatever. You don't have to, but you can if you want to. And if you're going to do that, you can just first of all pick out what color ink you want to do it with. It could even be like a gold or something. I don't have anything that I think gold would look good with this particular one, although there is a little bit of a kind of a gold there, but I don't think we're going to do that. So if you want to put ink on it, you could use just normal distress ink and a color that looks good with it. Vintage photo probably look good with it. I'll do it on the back just to see. This is beat all up. Ideally, I think I want a flat one. I'll grab my flat one. Only because this one's so beat up, it's never going to work right. Let's use this one. I hate touching these. I like the domed ones, but when they get all ragged like that, they don't work very good for this technique. So this is just a flat one, and you just want to real lightly just hit the top of that embossing. So all you're doing is you're just trying to just touch that embossing top. And it's something you're just going to have to play with to get the feel of how it works. Sometimes it works great. Sometimes you just can't seem to get it. I don't know. I didn't emboss this super strong. I only ran it through once, so it's not got a real deep emboss. It still shows though. And it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect either. But if you want to emboss it, this is how it will look. Okay. So it kind of just brings out those highlights and stuff on there. I'm not sure I like the brown for this particular project, so I'm probably not going to emboss it. If I was going to emboss it, maybe a pink might look good. I don't know. I don't think it needs it, but I might try a pink. Maybe that, like I said, that campfire might look good. Let's see. Where's campfire? Is it this one? What is this one? Saltwater taffy is going to be too light, I think. It's a very pinkish orange color. Let's see. I'm just going to try a little on the back because you won't see the back of this one. I just want to see what it looks like. It's not bad. It's actually not too bad. I'll throw that on there. Why not? So this domed thing is decent. It's not all beat up, so I think I can do it with it fine. So I'm just trying to catch just that top layer of embossing. Now, a lot of this I'm going to cover up with decorating, so it really doesn't matter a whole lot, but it is kind of pretty. There we go. Just a little. Not bad. Okay, so we got a little bit of a highlight emboss. Where do I get my little plastic boxes for the ink? These or these? These, Deborah? I assume you mean these. These are from that, well, you can buy them just like this from Hobby Lobby for $1.99. They're technically a refill for the big photo box thing. I'll show you that in 1 second. I've showed it before. You have to catch it when it's on sale, especially if you get it from Michael's, because it's really expensive at Michael's. If you get it from Hobby Lobby, I think it's like $14.99 or something. So it's much more reasonable. At Michael's, it is like $42. Which is insane. I would never pay $42 for it. I don't think I've ever paid more than $17 for it. It varies in price, but get it on sale. That's all I gotta say. So I'll show you. I use them for a lot of things. I use them for inks. I use them for die cuts. But it's this. Let me zoom out because I know you can't see. Hold on. There. Okay. It's this little case. Has all the little containers in it. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 of them. So that's how that works. I throw lots of different things in there. All my little dauber heads. Things like that. Okay. And then I just buy them when they're on sale. They come in clear or they come in colored. And I've only found the refills for them, the little center inside things, at Hobby Lobby. I buy them at Hobby Lobby. They are a teeny tiny bit different. Let's see if I can see two that are different. They are slightly different. I don't even know if I can tell the difference looking at them because it's so slight. But they're just slightly different, but they both fit fine. Okay? Yeah, watch for them on sale. On sale, they're a great deal. Not on sale, not so much. Oh, thanks, Deborah. I try. I try to stay organized. Now I have ink all over my finger. From my wipes. Oh, here, we'll use this. Get some of that crackling campfire off my fingers. All right. So, there we go. All right, now we need to trim this because I put that paper on there. So we're just going to trim that real quick. So I'm just going to use my scissors. You just hold your scissors to where they butt up against the cardstock or the other paper. And you use that as a guide. Basically, get that ledge there. Basically, you push in just a little bit. I lost the grip as you do it, and usually it works fine. I don't know why I'm having an issue right there. Okay. And if you miss a spot, just go back and hit it again. And then you can ink it. So we'll just go ahead and ink it with this, I think. Like, why isn't that working? Didn't I just ink it? No, I didn't actually, because I had changed the head. I gotta order some more domes. Were there domes in there? Maybe there were. I gotta replace this one. It's beat up. It's falling apart and little pieces everywhere. I've been using it for probably a year at least. Time to get a new one on there. All right, there we go. Did I have a new one? Let me look. I think I did. I think I ordered some. Yep, I do have new ones. Let's get rid of this one. It is all chewed up. Look at that. It's a mess. They get like that after a while, depending on how much you use them. Okay. I have an all new one. Go ahead and ink it so it's ready. I like to keep them ready in my little holder thingy. Makes life a little easier. So I have this holder thingy I got from Scrapbook.com. It's really not for this. I think it's for paints or something. But I use it for these. I just stack them in there. It works really well. I also got that on like a sale price. Like if you buy something, you got it for cheaper than what it normally was. I think I paid $3.99 for it, and I want to say it's like normally $12 or $14. It has a lid. I don't use the lid at all. The lid is useless to me. But I think it fits, I assume it fits paint. I don't remember. It's been so long since I bought it. I think it was for, nope, it doesn't fit those. I don't know what it was for. It was for something. It doesn't say, so I don't know. It doesn't fit my paints, so I don't know what it was for. Works for that though. So let's see. Let's turn that back around. This is going to end up going on here, and then we're going to need a tab. Make sure I'm the right size. Oh, I'm too big. How did I manage that? I have no idea. I don't even know how I managed that. I didn't fold it over enough. I should have folded more. That's okay. We'll cut it. It's okay. This is too long. I don't want it that long. So I'm going to lose another, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch. I really didn't want it over my page. I should have folded this a little bigger. I think at one point I had said I was going to, and then I didn't for whatever reason. It's okay. I don't think I'll lose anything important. A little bit of writing space maybe, but I'm going to re-ink it. Let's see if that fits. Sometimes I mess up, guys. Not a big mistake. I've made much bigger ones. Alright, so that's going to go there. I'm trying to stay a decent way away from the signature where it'll be sewed. Nail polish, maybe. I don't polish my nails, obviously. I don't have any. So, could be. I could see that possibly working. It's not very deep. It's not very, you know, it's exactly the size of these, so it'll fit anything the size of those. Alright, let's re-ink this. Oh, that works so much better with a fresh pad. There we go. Okay, now it fits. So that's going to go there, and then I'll need a tab. So let's think about what I can make a tab with. Something similar, maybe. Whew, I'm melting, guys. Should have turned my fan on. Alright, let's see. Tab, tab, tab. Oh, I bet you I have a little label or something that would work. I have a bunch of these little labels. Let's see. Let's see if one of these would work. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe. Oh, goodness. I got little pieces falling everywhere. Any of these work? I could totally just put one of these on there. Let's see if I have two that will back up to each other the same. These two, maybe. Yeah, I could totally do that. This says, nature is my home. This says, love is an orchid which thrives principally on hot air. Okay. I don't know that I like that with saying that much, but let's see. So maybe one of those. Let me see if I have a better saying. I don't know. What's this one say? If you truly love nature, you will find beauty everywhere. I don't have a lot that are the same style. Could even use a circle, honestly. All right, I'll use one of those anyway. I don't know anywhere else I'm going to stick them, so. These are from the Scrapbook.com. Oh, there's a kitty cat one. What's that one say? What greater gift than love of a cat? All right, we'll do these two. Oh, there it is. See, I thought I had that little leaf in my hand, but I didn't. Okay, so So we're just going to make this our little, kind of like a faux tab thingy. Yeah, that'll work. So I'll put the kitty cat one on this side, because this side, the decorating on this is going to have more cat stuff. Make sure I can still fit in there just fine. Yeah. So I'm just going to glue them together and ink them. I think I'll ink them first. I'm going to leave the hole. I'm not going to bother. Oh, I could punch it out and put something there, dangly. Why not? Let's punch it. The kitty cat's going to stick over a little bit. It's not flat. That's okay. I'm going to punch it out. Which hole? Let's go with... we'll go with this one. Is that too big? Yeah, it's kind of big. Let's go with the little one. I have to decide if I want to put an eyelet in it or not. Maybe. Oh my gosh, my hand's not steady. I'm trying to get my hand steady. Stay, hand. Quit moving all over the place. Okay. Alright, so we're going to do that. Oh, should have had it back to back. Oh, that's fine. And I'm just going to trim. I think I'm going to trim the kitty cat. He comes over, but I don't really want it to come over. Oh, it's going to have that one edge anyway. I could just trim it. I don't want to glue it yet because I want to glue it on there. But I am going to trim it. I guess I'll trim that piece too. It doesn't quite match up. We'll just make it look like it goes that way on both sides to make it make sense. Good enough. All right, so we're going to put that there. Let's throw some ink on it. I don't want this big old one. I want my other one. And then I'll throw a charm in there or something. I'll see what I can find. Something to dangle in there. Put an eyelet just to secure it a little bit stronger, although it'll be pretty strong with the 2 layers. I think it'll be all right. Okay, so we'll put, like I said, I think I'll put the kitty cat on this side and nature on the other side because it will match my orchid on the other side. So I'll try putting this one first. Should be able to glue the whole thing. Let me move this out of the way. Alright, so if I glue, I don't want to glue the back too much, so let's just put a little bit of glue right there where the charm wouldn't be. Double checking. It might stick out a little bit, but that's okay. I don't mind if the tab sticks out, but I didn't want the whole thing sticking out. Okay, so just like that. And then this side. On this one, I'm going to do the whole thing. I'll have to see if I can fit an eyelet in there. Make sure we're lined up. Pretty good. Cute. Debating if I want the bigger. I think the small will be fine. All right, where's my eyelets? Let's see. What do we got? I gotta get to decorating, guys. Getting distracted. All the other parts. How about, oh, we got this pretty coppery rose one. Might be pretty. Yeah, let's go with that one. squeaky. Sorry. You're like my daughter, you hate that. I'm not the type of person to be bothered by the nails on a chalkboard kind of thing. It's never done anything to me. But my daughter, oh my gosh, she hates it when I make squeaky sounds. She's like, Mom, don't do that. I'm sorry. Oh, why does that look so funny? Oh, that is a bad eyelet. All right, we're throwing that eyelet away. I don't know what was wrong with it. It was all squished. Let's try that again. Back to the squeaky, sorry. Make sure I look at it this time. Oh, there, that one's better. That one was deformed. Okay, put this little eyelet in there. Just because I can get it in the hole. There. And I'm probably on the wrong setting. I can't tell. Oh, what setting is it? C. Well, C is probably right. 3. I think C3 is correct. Okay, cute. So there's our little tab. Technically doing this backwards somewhat, but not a big deal. So this is going to be a double pocket, so there'll be a pocket there, a pocket there. So when it's glued down, just don't glue the top. It doesn't have to be a double pocket. It could just be a single pocket. Then I'll leave some room there just so that my tag has a little more room, or if I want to put a saying or anything. So let's look at some decorative stuff. What can we put on this guy? Anything in here? Thinking about putting a kitty cat right there. I know I have some cut out kitty cats somewhere. Was there one in here? There might have been one in here. Oops. There's one. Possibly. There's another project I have coming up that I think I want this circle for. I'm going to keep that because I think I might want that. Or this one. See if that's too big. It's not too big. It's still feasible. I like the colors better. So maybe that one. It could even be this one. Oh, I zoomed out again, didn't I? Let me zoom back in for y'all. Just a little. So that one or this one. Oh, I like this one. And what else do we got? Greens. Something wide maybe. I don't know that I want greens. I think when they made this set, it's almost more for cards. Like, it's got greetings and memories, like more for scrapbooking, I guess, which makes sense, but I don't scrapbook per se. Time spent with cat is never wasted. What's this one? Let the beauty of what you love be what you do. Home sweet home. Maybe. I know there's more. These are a little bigger. I think these are too big. These are from the smaller ones are from the 8x8 set of papers from Scrapbook, and from bigger ones are from the 12x12. And they're just much bigger than, like, for instance, the comparison is, let's see, here's a comparison. That greetings versus that greetings. So that's the difference between the two sets. Good. Try and and see if there's more of a cat related one. That's too big, I think. All right, so Home Sweet Home Baby. That's also pretty. Think about that. Are these all the big ones? I think these are all the big ones. 12. And these are 8s. All right, for right now, I'm going to leave that there, and then I'm going to decide. We got lots more to look at. What is on this one? Oh, I'm backwards. I don't think that's too big. I think that'll be fine. I don't know if it honestly needs a lot more than that. The tag will be pretty too, so, or whatever I put in there. I have some of these. Here's one. So maybe this. Yeah, that works. So that, and then that. Possibly Home Sweet Home. I kind of like the shape of that one. Yeah, maybe. I think that's the last little one I have left. And then you could even do one of these bookmark ones, possibly. In the back. Is it too tall? I'm trying to see where it comes out because I haven't glued it yet. It would be about right. That's a possibility. So one of the bookmark ones. What else do we got? We got that bookmark one. That bookmark one. I haven't sewed them. I might take it and sew it. I don't know. I do like sewing around the edges. I just think it looks pretty. Let's see. Does it need anything else? Honestly, no. I think the kitty cat. This is prettier at the top. We already have the one kitty cat. Maybe we should do the orchid one. I do like the top of that one. They both can be written on. What do you think? I don't know. Honestly, I'm fine with either one. I can't decide. I gotta make the decision. Must make the decision. I hate making decisions, guys. I really do. Alright, now I gotta decide what I'm gonna do on the inside of that paper, so I'm gonna put those Library of Congress ones there. And I don't think I have any die cuts that work. Nah. Okay. Let's go with that. I think that'd be cute. It's kind of simple, but you know, you don't have to go super fancy. I might put some fluff under it. We'll put some fluff, but other than that, I'm not gonna do anything to it. Let's find some fluff. Let's see what we got color-wise. I have some beige kind of looking fluff. If it'll come apart. Some lace. What about that blue? Too much, too much. Let me see what else. I got a whole thing of fluff somewhere. Somewhere. It was where it was supposed to be. Love it when that happens. So I'm going to just put some fluff, I think, behind it and maybe under it. So I'm not glued it on yet because I'm just kind of playing with it. I'm not going to do anything there because I really don't want anything to interfere with my tag. I might decorate the top of this with an eyelet and something. So we got this color. Let's see what this color looks like. If I throw that under there. It needs to be spread out. I'm not sure if it's contrasty enough. Just pull out this. What else do I have? I have like a dark burgundy floating around in here. This is just string I've collected over the years. Threads from either fabrics I've bought or thread that I was sewing my machine with and messed up. You never know what it might have been. Could have been anything. Let's see what that looks like. I might like the blue. It's definitely more contrasty. I'm leaning toward the blue. Not a lot of blue in there. There's some greenish blues, which I probably have, but you know, finding them. Here's some greenish blues. Could use just maybe a little bit of this fluff and a little bit of this greenish blue in there. Just gonna try to get it to stick out to the sides. Let's see, what does that look like? That's not bad. Okay, let's do that. Okay. Throw my fluff up. And then let's see if I have some lace. I have this fringe. Where'd it go? Why are you holding on there? No idea. It's tied or something. I'm just trying to make it look pretty. But I might do lace instead of that. Let's see. Alright, lace is back here. We even have some cheesecloth sitting here. Lace, 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 lace. Trying to think where. I have some pinks. I know I have some pinks. I think they're all in my little holder I made. Some cheesecloth. Technically, I think that's mummy cloth. Right, let's see. Back over here. Okay, this. What does this look like? If I put that down there, that might be pretty. If I want the whole thing or just that part, I don't know. I'm going to cut it here for now. Let's see. That could be pretty. I don't think it's too much. I know it's a lot, but you know, sometimes a lot is good. Now, I don't know how the thread will do if I get it in this middle part, because obviously there's nothing there. So, just for while I'm doing it, I am going to throw some acetate in there. Does that fit? Almost. Do you have a smaller one? Probably not. Maybe I do. And that one. Debating on which one I want to cut. No, I'll cut this one. If I can find my scissors. Oh, there. These are just acetate from the back of canvases when I buy them. They work very well for kind of blocking off an area when you don't want to accidentally glue it. Alright, so I'm going to put this on each side, I think. So we'll just do two little bunches. We'll put a bunch here, and glue that, and we'll put a bunch here. Just trying to get some of that green in there. Put that there. Just don't want too much glue in that middle area, and then we'll put that there. So let's Let's do that first. I think art glitter should hold fine. I could use Fabri-Tac. Which one? We're going to go with art glitter. I am going to use my art glitter that's got the bigger nozzle though. So I'm going to use a little bit of art glitter in there. Just kind of get that started. So by having that acetate under there, it just protects it in case the glue goes through. I just don't want it to accidentally close my pocket up. So I'm just putting a little here and there so it kind of stays. And I think I'm going to do, I don't really need it on here yet. Debating if I want it over the edge or just to the edge. What'd you think? Did it look better all the way across? Not all the way across. Maybe not all the way across. We're going to go with not all the way across. I don't know. I don't know if one's better than the other or not. So for height wise, I want to make sure that this doesn't stick up too much. It can stick up a little because there's obviously plenty of room on the page, but not too much. I don't mind if the eyelet part sticks up maybe. So I think I might have it there. So, gosh, it might be too long. I did have a little bit of room. I could come down a little. I don't know. We're just going to go for it. Don't want the glue on there or on there. I'm going to move it off of here. It's our front and back. Somebody said the other day, if you can't tell within a few seconds, it doesn't matter. I usually can't tell. I'll just put a little bit through here. I want a ton of glue. Oh my goodness, this glue comes out so much faster without the skinny nozzle on it. So we're just going to let that hang out just a little bit. Covering up so much of my green. Get back up there. I don't want to cover it all up. Oops, that one fell off. I'm going to glue it back down with the card, but there. All right, just enough. Maybe just a drop there. I might trim that. All right, and then we'll glue this down, but we don't want to glue in the middle, so you got to kind of think about it. I think what I will do is just glue about where that is and try not to put glue there. Because that's the only kind of tricky part about that opening being there, is you don't want to hit it. So do kind of watch that you don't get glue inside there. I think that's about right. And having the acetate will protect me, but yeah, I still kind of want to avoid it if I can. Thread isn't a lot, but you know, it's something. It adds that, just those little bits of texture. So when we pull this out, we'll be able to see if any glue came through. See, a little bit. A little bit came through. So I'm gonna leave that for a second. I do still need to glue the bottom of that pocket. Let's see. I'll stick my finger in there. But did I glue the bottom? Oh, I did. Okay. I didn't think I did. I sewed it. Forgot this is one I sewed. Yeah, it's still a little bit wet in there. So we're going to leave that acetate in there. Clean that glue off. I'm just going to leave it in for a minute before it's dry. Just to be safe. I just don't want to glue it closed accidentally. But that's cute, right? Okay, so let's set that there. And let's go ahead and embellish this guy. I think we're going to do... We'll do the cat. We'll do the kitty cat. So I'm going to add an eyelet to it. I wasn't going to, but I think I will. So I bought new glue because... Oh, that just pops on. Need to say, my old bottles is from, I bought it probably around 2 years ago. I refilled it on 10/23, so about a year ago. So this is really getting old. It says it has like a year shelf life. I don't really know. But it's still working fine. But what I did is I just switched the new cap onto this bottle. So I've got that thicker option when I really want to put a lot of glue out. And then I switched the lid from this one to this one. So that I have the small nozzle for the new one. So now I have the two options, which I kind of like, because there's been times where I wanted the art glitter glue, but I didn't want to sit there for 2 hours trying to get the little bitty strands on there, you know. And I've got an extra, now I have an extra tip because it came with a tip, so I have an extra tip. But sooner or later I'll need it, I'm sure. So let's put an eyelet on there. Decide what color I want to go with. Stick with the brass color, copper, whatever it is. I could, or I could switch out to a different color. Also have white. I do white. Hope I can get something through there. That's really small. The question is, can I get anything through it? Otherwise, I have to jump over to my bigger ones, and I only have two sizes, two colors in that, because I need to order some. That's okay. We'll make it work. Let's just go with the white one for now. I don't know what I'm going to put on there. I have no idea. So let me put a hole. See if I can figure out about where to put it, because this doesn't really have a hole, but I'm just going to eye it. Does it look centered? Not really. It really doesn't. It's not. Try that again. Use my grid, that way I might actually see the center of it. There. Alright, let's put a hole, the little one. If I can find, oh my gosh, I can't even see. There. And the white one. Horrible. Try that a little bit harder. Not perfect, but it'll do. It will do. Alright, so there's that, there's that. We don't really need to do much to this guy. I think he's fine. But should I ink it? I don't know. Honestly, it's not bad without being inked. If I did ink it, I think I'd only want like a blue or something. I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to ink it. I'm just not sure it would look good. Alright, let's find something to put in there. What can I put in there? Let's see what I have. I might have something in here. What do we got? We have a green. Bluish green. Well, that's a good color. That'll work. Let's see if we can get just a small piece of this. Should be able to get that in there. I might have to throw a drop of glue because it's kind of slippery. There. If I don't put a drop of glue on there, it'll just keep trying to fall off. So I'm going to put a drop of glue on there. It didn't like you. I've heard a couple of people have had a reaction to it, which kind of surprised me that I don't, because y'all know I'm allergic to everything. So it did kind of surprise me, but it doesn't bother me, at least not yet. It doesn't mean that a year from now I won't start having issues with it. It might. Sometimes that happens. That's what happened when I carved the foam. I carved the EPS foam for scenic work on movies and stuff, and I got allergic to it. And now I can't carve anymore. So that's what happens. All right, let's see if I just do something with this. I wish I had like a little charm. I have a charm, but this is for my case. I haven't found a lot of cat charms yet. I did buy one, but it's going to be for the outside of the cover. It's a beautiful little kitty cat with a flower. So that will go on that. But I have a fish. I put some things that I thought might be kind of cat related in here. Let's get that. That's way too big. I do have that fish. Oh, I have a little bitty cat. I don't know if the color's right, but this little bitty kitty cat. Can you all see these? I know I'm really far away. Here. Where's my light? My light is very dark. All right, there. Kitty cat or a little fishy. Oops, I was out of camera. Fishy. Those are the only small ones I have. And this bony fish is a little too big. But I could put one of these on there. Maybe, what do you think? The cat or the fish? I don't know. Y'all tell me. I'll put one of those on there. I need to go on Amazon and see if I can't find more charms. I don't know. It's not a big deal, but. And then I could put it on with just either a ball pen, or I could use some maybe string. Pieces laying around. I thought about using that, but I didn't, so I'll just throw that in there too. These were some stickers I found that had cats on them. Very vintagey looking. I think I got them from, I want to say Temu. I don't buy a lot from Temu, but I did buy a little. Alright. So, is that glue jet? Yep, that's good. Okay. I don't think it's going to fray. It might. Yeah, it's going to fray. Okay. Sorry. Ignore the flame. See if I can do this without burning myself. I have enough burns this week. Okie dokie. Oh, I'm really glaring. Hold on. There. That's better. Okay. Let's see how we're looking. We'll decide on the charm. So we got this. Gonna flip out like that. Still have to figure out something for there, but I'll figure that out after I put it in, I think. And I've lost my piece. There it is. Let's see if that's dried now. It should be. It dries fast. Making sure it's not sticky. It is a little bit sticky. You know what? We're going to throw some powder in there. So I just keep powders. It really doesn't matter what kind. If you keep a powder around, whenever you get a sticky part like that, just throw a little powder on it. It'll take that sticky right away. And then you don't have to worry about it sticking closed. This is makeup powder from the haunted house. When I used to work at the haunted house. It's very old, but it's still is useful. Okay, let's glue this on. I'm gonna glue it onto the page first, I think. Just want to see where this hits. If I come up that high, this is going to go in the back. I'm just seeing where it comes out. His little ears are going to stick up. That's okay. That'll be all right. Like I said, it can stick up a little bit. I think right there. So we'll glue it to the page first. I'm going to mark this just so I don't forget where I want to put it. So I'm just going to mark it on the bottom. I'm just drawing a little line just so I can kind of remember. We'll mark this side about where I want to go. It should be fairly obvious, but you know, in case it's not. Okay, so let's glue this first. So we're going to glue this here. Should I do anything first? I say no. I thought about stenciling it, but I don't know. I think it's okay. I think I'll do something else. So art glitter. I'm just going to glue this down. Hopefully get it straight. Move this so I can see my line. You can kind of see my line. It's very faint. I don't remember how high I was now. We will guess. About there. Just about 1/4 of an inch from the signatures, just so it doesn't accidentally get in the way. It's only going to stick out a tiny bit. That's fine. Like I said, I have a good inch outside my journal pages. So, and then we're not going to glue the top. So I don't think I need to worry about it sticking anywhere it's not supposed to, because yeah, it's going to be glued to that cardboard. So, and if it sticks on the inside, it's not a big deal because it's just going to close it. Doesn't really matter. So the top part is a pocket, so we're not gluing that. Okay, and then I've got my line to follow. It doesn't have to be absolutely exact, but just somewhere around there. Okay, so glue down, glue down. And this has a little bit of a give, so if you wanted it to stick out a little more, you could squeeze it in a little bit, because it does give more than normal. I bet that feels good. Cute. I like it. And so this is going to go in the back. So that will stick out there. This will go in the middle pocket. Like so. And we want a charm on there. Did anybody say? Nobody said. Okay, make me make the decision. Fine. I'm leaning toward the fish. I like both. And it doesn't have to have a charm there, but yeah, it's cute. Why not? Yeah. We'll do the fish. We'll save the kitty cat for somewhere else. I will put it somewhere. Oh, why does it say was live? Did I hit a button? Are y'all still here? No, you're still here. All right. For some reason, my Facebook decided to cut me off. All right, let's find you again. Scared me. I was like, did it crash? Okay. Goodness gracious. Okay, let's find my ball pens. Where do you think your ball pens are? I know where they are. They're in my Brad thing. I think I can attach that with a ball pen. It might work a little better with a jump ring. My brain was not working. I don't have copper. I have black. I have silver. What else do I have? Even vintage photo? I have silver though. I guess I could do silver. It won't lay quite right without a jump ring. I have jump rings. I just pull them out. Let's see what else I have. Those are keys. Oops. Come on. Screw on there. This was a Hobby Lobby thing too. No, it's too big. Okay. I think that is the only... Oh, goodness. The only one I have. All right, let's go with this. So this is a kind of silvery one. Just gonna stick that in there. Let's see, where'd it go? I lost my fishy. He went in the pocket, I know. Get out of the bucket. All right, Mr. Fishy. No taking off. Oh my goodness, now it's not going to stay. Hold on. I'm not super crazy about ball rings. Honestly, I never like the way they lay. You know what? We're going to do the hook and the other one. I don't like the way it's laying. I don't know what it is about ball rings. They just bug me. All right, that's fine. I got other options. Let me find it. Jewelry findings. Jewelry findings. Oh, get your lid back on there before it dries up. Hit the hole. Come on. Okay, let's see. There we go. I'm just going to use jump ring. Jump ring. Do I need any kind of a chain? No, probably not. Maybe just 2 jump rings. I'm trying to see if I have any better color. I do have some. Oh, the silver's fine because the thing's silver. I think just 2 of the big ones is fine. I could use one big and one small. If I have a small. I don't think I have a small. What's that? It's not a jump ring. I have hooks, but I don't think I want to do a hook. Yeah, they're really too bulky. Alright, we'll just do 2 of these. My little thingies. Bear with me. Find the outside of it so I can see it. There's a split somewhere. I think it's there. Alright, there's one. And 50. It's always hard when you don't have fingernails. I have to open that one anyway. Alright, let's do this first. I'll put you on here first. Then we'll put you on here. Jewelry making is not my thing. I mean, I do okay, but it's definitely not my thing. Oh, I already had 2 on there. Alright, well, you're open for no reason. Alright, let's find the end. Where's it at? Oh, better vision so I can actually see it. There it is. Alright, let's get this on here. I think this will work better than the ball ring. If I can hook it in there. Bear with me. I don't think I've opened enough. Oh, now I dropped it. Get back on here. Okay, we're putting it through here first because I keep dropping it. All right, it's definitely not open enough. All right, 1, 2. I'm doing so good. All right, come here so I can close you. Hold still. Oh my goodness. Struggling, guys. Like I said, not a jewelry person. Just turn just a little bit. There you go. Whew. Okay. I think that'll work. Still doesn't lay perfectly flat. I think because my top one is a little too big. I don't have a small one now. All right, it's gonna have to do. Maybe I would have been better off tying it. I don't know, but it's on there. It's on there and it moves a lot. It's a dangly thing. I don't know if it's ideal. All right, put these guys back. Mr. Fishy. Okay, so we have our tab and we have our pockets. 2 pockets, a pretty little decoration. Debate if we want anything up there. What did I say? This maybe? Sure. I don't think it's too busy. I was going to put it there, but I think I'm going to put it up here. It'll show up better. Be on the back too, but that's okay. I'll put something back there that matches. All right, so there. Good enough. Not sure how I feel about that sticking up there. Those kind of just have a mind of their own. It's going to stick wherever. It's in the way. All right. And then behind it, so something there. It doesn't absolutely have to have anything there, but why is that not laying flat? Too bulky, probably. It's a little bulky. It's not super bulky, but it is a little bulky. All right, let's see. What can I put there? Let's see if I have something I could tear off or something just decorative. Not sure. Maybe. Sewing. I'm trying to see. I have cards floating around here somewhere. Trying to grab something. Not necessarily the right thing, but wouldn't be a great pocket because of that. There's a possibility though. To make just a little tuck. I was thinking of using that piece for a belly band. I don't think I would have enough left. Let's see. If I cut that much off, yeah, I would only have enough for a sideways belly band, but I might do that. If I put that there, if I put something next to that, I could make it work a little better because it's hitting that. It needs something to stop it from hitting. But that would mean expanding that out. I don't know if I want to go to that much trouble. Let's see, what cards do I have? This card, it's not a bad card. Black cat, I think that might be too. Debating if it's too long. It might be too long. Let's see, what else do you got? I have the girl, she's definitely too big, or I could just use her just like she is for decoration and not make a pocket. Or I could do one of these. Got this orchid, which I may or may not have put somewhere else. I'm just debating if I want this piece to be a pocket, not have this, pocket for something, or just put her and it's just a pretty little area. I'm leaning toward the pretty little area, honestly. I do like this picture a lot. I don't think I used it anywhere yet. I feel like I didn't. I don't think I did. All right, we'll save this for a belly band. I'll use it for a belly band somewhere. Let's just put her down there. She's cute. She's very adorable with her little sleepy kitty. All right, we'll ink her. This photo is from Library of Congress. It is, did I write on it? Nope. It's somewhere in the 1800s, 1890s maybe. I have it somewhere written down, but it's a free image for all. It's public domain. I don't think I have a smaller, I'm seeing if I have a smaller version with it written down. I don't think I do. Oh, nope, I didn't write on that either. This is what it looked like. Had like edges that were rough, and I photoshopped them and took them out. I took out these black edges because I didn't like them. But I don't remember, it was somewhere around 1800s. Do that. I can't decide if I want to cover that. It doesn't have to be covered, but I could cover it with washi or just a little strip of this. I mean, it is kind of cute with that. Other than that, I have a few cat washies floating around, but I kind of like it with that. It picks up the pink in that basket. I think I might do that. It pretty much almost fits perfectly. So let's just cover it with that, just so it's a little prettier than just being inked. I'm just going to cut this. I'm sure it won't be perfectly straight. It's the same on both sides. Fits, yeah. It might bulk that area up a little bit, but it shouldn't be too much. It's not super thick. As long as I don't get too close to the fold, so I come out just a fraction. Make sure I don't get too close to it. It's just to look pretty. That's the only purpose. Yeah, there. All right, and then we'll glue this one down. Could have used the glue stick, but I think I'm just gonna go with this. If I can hold on to it. There. Pretty. I like it. That works. All right. Well, it took us the whole time. I wasn't sure. But it was more than just doing the pockets. So. Alright, let's zoom back out a little bit. Get my stuff out of the way. Alright. So there we go. So, I'm not sure about the charm, but I think it's okay. I'm not sure about these guys. I almost want to glue them down. What do y'all think? Is it annoying with them doing that? I kind of want them to lay flatter. Just so they're not sticking right through the thing. I don't know. I guess it is what it is. So, we have our pocket. It has one pocket. Go right on the back of that. And two pockets. And then our little tabby thing with the fish on it. And then writing space. And just decorative page. Okay? That is it. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that. Like I said, that idea was from Cathy's Garden. I will put her link to her original video on my YouTube post. My YouTube channel, guys, is the same as my Facebook. It's Elisa's Art Room, so it's easy to find. Alright, so that is our project for tonight. I will be back on Sunday with Stencil Sunday project. Don't know what I'm doing yet. Something. I got some new stencils in, so I'll probably use one of those. And I'll see you guys then at 4 o'clock. Alright, y'all take care. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.